Well, it's a new day for me. This behind me is the Stanley Islands that I'm leaving. I've got a beautiful downwind run for the next 80 miles. I'm going to take about 4 days to do it, to explore. And all this is new for me in this boat, but I've been up this way before. Sorry about the camera. Been up this way before in other boats, but I've never been in control of those boats to do what I'm doing now. So this is the start of my journey, Malachi 3 to Portland Roads. I'm going to just do some sand cays, fish, and just muck around until I get up to Portland Roads, where I'll start my journey. Looking for 3 sites. Can't speak them out yet, but I'd like to find them. So anyway, sunrise coming over. There's the boats and the people I've been travelling with, well, they're still in bed. So I'm up early to do this, and I'll probably be about 8 miles in front of them by the time they get happening. So the first leg today is 20 miles to a sand cay or an island, whatever I pick, choose to stay and just hang out. So Stanley Islands are behind me. Bathurst Head and Combi Point, the man on the wall, is over there. But I'm going to let that go. And I stayed at a place called the Watershed. I didn't film it because I filmed it all before, but I'll mix it in with this movie if it gets any interest. So it's just a solo journey of a person sailing. That's me. And on a Malachi 3. Beautiful sunrise this morning, hey? Love it. I see so many sunrises and sunsets. I'll just sit down, hey? By myself, but I watch it with someone else upstairs, the Lord. Play the Bible on tape as I cruise. I got a safety net around me. Crocodiles get rebuked. That's beautiful. So anyway, there's Nick Malachi on his way to whatever. I've got an open book. The whole world's my ocean out there's the oyster of what I'm doing. Anyway, got to get on to putting the keel down and cruising. Pelicans feeding in a lagoon. It's actually dried out actually. I was going to go in there at high tide. I'm at a place called Wonton Island. It's a light. Dolphins. Unreal. Beautiful. Come on, up you go. Oh well. Dolphins everywhere. Come on, come back and play. There we go. Good. They heard me. Come on. They're upside down, they're inside out. Oh, they're gone. I am going so fast. Beautiful Neolithic sites. Just the rocks are incredible. I got less than 2 meters under my keel, under the hull. Watch out for rocks. Beautiful little anchorage just there. Bit too much swell. Whoop. Wow, what a beautiful place. Magical rocks. I'll park around the corner. I mean, look at that weird rock right there. It's amazing now what the wind has done. Ah, coconut tree. Haven't seen one for nearly 100 miles. I'm coming up to a place called Cape Direction, which is not far from Portland Roads into what's called Lloyd Bay of Lockhart. Lots and lots of boulders here. I'm going to park on the other side of that place over there, on the other side. Well, it's been quite a rough journey for the last couple of days. Been a strong wind warning, not strong wind warning, but 25 knots. And I I'm going to pull in here for a couple of days and hang out and explore these mountains, and then I'm off to Portland Roads. So, all been good so far, nothing gone wrong. I've noticed a few fractures in the mast that I'm going to fiberglass up if I can. Just curious, it didn't look too good. Maybe have a shave. Very tall hills going into the sea. I'm going to put the camera down, I've got to go around this corner. Trying to spot the park. Well, Malachi's parked on a sandbar nice and safe. I'll be moving it later at a higher tide. And I'm here in this bay. Lots of mangroves. I'm just checking for crocs at the moment. But there's plenty of food here. I'll just show you what I mean. Mud crabs. This one's only small. He's digging in. This is a small little mud crab. Gotta get out of his way. But there's small ones, there's bigger ones. Hey, look how violent this guy is. Beautiful crab with red eyes. Look at the size of these oysters to my hand. Big, eh? Massive. Look at that one. Heaps of oysters. Look at all these. There's about a mile of sand ore behind me, loaded with mud crabs and stingrays and crocodiles. Here at Cape Direction, Malachi comfortably sitting on the sand. Just filming these. Really big dugong bone. It's been killed a while back. It's more to him. Part of his backbone. More of a knuckle part, backbone. Look at the size of this nice big rib. That's a rib, and that's part of his rib. Another piece out here. Very big dugong. Don't know if it was traditionally eaten or crocodile ate it. Just going to look at where I can park my boat. I've just walked all that. Well, I'm going to go walk about. I've come back to get my booties because where there's lots of crabs, there's stonefish, and where there's stonefish, there's cone shells. Cone shells can actually kill you more than a stonefish. I got my spear in case there's crocodile to steer him away. But as I'm sitting here, I'm just watching mud crabs, one after the other, walk past the boat. Can't do anything about it. It's a green zone. I can only look at them. So I'm just going to go and walk about, see how I go. At least I can film them. Well, not too sure what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, if I go over to Lockhart community there, it's 8 miles inland, to get food and extra provisions. But, you know, I've got to leave the boat on the beach and I just don't want it broken into. Or I go straight over that way. 2 islands over there, Portland Roads, Restoration, where I want to go to. And that's where I'm going to hang for about a week before I go off into the wilderness again and look for my 3 targets. A little bit lonely, like full on lonely. Got to have a shave, clean myself up for the people. Haven't seen any people for like 5 days now. Haven't talked to anyone else. And hopefully I've got to check if I've got phone charge here, phone up, and I might be able to talk to someone to say hello. Anyway, this is Nick Malachi at Cape Direction, and I'm pretty worn down. Got to get a good night's sleep. The wind's up quite a bit, and it'll be bashing on the shore over there at the place. But anyway, I'll make my mind up tomorrow. See what I'm going to do about going to the shop. All right. Well, I'm just doing a recording at the moment. I'm here at Cape Direction. I've had a lovely day and I'm sitting on this sandbar that goes for a mile, and it's a habitat zone so you can't fish or get crabs, and crabs have been going past the boat every 2 minutes. Anyway, I've just had dinner and I looked over, and next thing I saw this croc, mate, and I'm talking, it is massive. I'm talking at least 5 meters, and I'm not bulling on that because from the distance it's huge. When I seen what the size of the rock is over there, and he swam right along. So he's just out there, about 400 feet away, and he's shadowing up and down. So I've just made myself once again a croc cargo net without mucking around. I've dropped the plastics down on my boat, so it helps not to get totally, you know, crocs can swim out of the water and well, they can tail walk basically like a marlin. Anyway, I got 2 anchors out, and what's going to happen, I got low tide that's around in the morning, and then I got high tide, and then I'm out of here to Lockhart to go to the community. And I've just got to survive the night, and I've got to survive the low tide because a croc can walk along. It's just, mate, I've been watching sharks going all around the boat. Everything here wants to eat me right now. I'm not kidding. So, not being crazy, but I've got to keep a little bit quiet. So The high tide I'm not too worried about because, you know, he'll just come around the boat. But at low tide I'm on the sand, there's nothing I can do about it. And so I'm on a visual all night. I've got my spotlight, which is really good. I've got firecrackers. I've got my knife ready there and stab him in the head if he gets into here. I've got my long spear if he starts trying to chew on the hulls, because that's what they do, they eat. They come up and just start cleaning their teeth. But I'm going to survive the night. Everything's cool. I just got to, yeah, just doing a recording, that's all. So I'm fit for it. I'm ready for him. But these things are so cunning, but I'll just show you my net. That's in the back there, all around. Plastics. It's got a light here. At the back here, all the plastics down. So that's all I can do. So anything happens to me, this camera will be around. Just want to say, love you kids, brothers, sisters, mum. Anyway, this thing's huge. I'm not kidding. It is absolutely huge. I'm talking 5 meters. It's basically just over half the length of this boat. So I survived the night. I survived the low tide actually. There's not much I can do right now except play the word of God, pray to the Lord to keep it away, and do that. Anyway, that's all I can say. Adios. Fish. There's so much fish in the water at the moment. Oop. There we go. Nothing. That's making a liar out of me. Well, morning. I'm alive. Made it. It's quite a horrible night having this creature around me. It was huge. I saw it coming over there where I was parked at low tide on the sandbar just over here. And it went right across to there. And he came in and he got to us between these two big rocks just here. Right there. And he hung there. It's about the closest he got to the boat. But I had what I had going for me, which was pretty good. Everywhere there was just so much fish, everywhere. I think they're called what they call Cooktown salmon, and really big, like this big. Thousands of them, I mean thousands. So along with the mud crabs that I saw yesterday, you would have had a feed on them. There was plenty of food apart from me. I just was a bit hard to catch, I think. So anyway, to show you the boat set up croc wise, how it was last night. Make a cargo net up all around. It's crazy, but you got to take the good with the bad. This little boat can do so many good things and get into places that are tight that the other boats can't because they're bigger. But then last night I was wishing I was in a much bigger boat. Crocs, it's not just come around the boat, they chew on your engine, they chew on your rudder, they chew on the outside hulls and the Hobie hulls. These Hobie hulls would have been like a sandwich to that croc last night. These are 16 foot, so basically that's the size of the croc, which was 5 meters, at least 5 meters, I'm telling you. But I got no footage of it. I had a searchlight. I got a really good LED searchlight, and I had his eyeballs all the time, and his eyeballs, you should have seen, like they were, you know, at least 10-12 inches apart. That's how you know when they're really big. But I saw his full body just out here, and it was just when I was just finishing having something to eat, and I just happened to notice him, which was lucky because I would have just gone to sleep, maybe watch telly. I got a television in the back there. Watch movie. Anyway, it's a nice sunrise. It's good to see another morning.